Hello, you over 3,000 glorious people and the 83% who have yet to subscribe. Please do. So, in today's video, we're going to be looking at the new Age of Sigmar app. It is live. I have just woken up from night shift. I look terrible, but the app is here. And I'm also going to be talking away through building an army on the app. So get a brew, get comfortable, and let's get waffling. So the Age of Sigmar app is alive, and as expected, it is basically exactly the same as the 40k app, and it has your references, your Stormforge where it allows you to create armies, and it has your profile with all your terms, conditions, policies, reporting, deleting account and logging out, etc, etc. But yes, looking through it, it's pretty good. It has every single war scroll, faction pack, and all of their digital downloadable stuff in here. And obviously the Stormforge is the ability to build an army. And I'm going to talk you through building an army right now. So what you're going to do is when you open up the app, okay, you're going to be met with the screen. So when you bring up the app at the bottom, you're going to be able to click on this picture right here where it says Stormforged, and it'll bring up this screen. And in the little yellow circle in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you can see a little cross. If you click onto that, it will then bring you to the next picture, which is where you then pick your Grand Alliance. Pretty simple so far. So you pick your Grand Alliance, and then again, obviously, it will bring down a drop-down menu of said Grand Alliances. So you basically pick the army that you're going to play with that one. So once you've chosen your army, I'm going to use Seraphon for an example. You bring into the points limits. Now, what's really good about this is you have 1,000 points, 1,500 points, 2,000 points, 2,500 points, and 3,000 point games. Pretty rad. So you obviously choose which size point game you want to do. You click on that, and then it will bring you to the next screen. And the next screen will basically be to choose your battle formation. And this obviously is going to dictate how you build your army, what you're really going to want in it, and stuff like that. So you pick your battle formation. Once you build your battle formation, it then brings up this little page. You can name your army. It shows you what you're going to create, a 1,000-point Seraphon army at the Thunderquake Starhost. At the very bottom of this part of the screen, you will see a yellow box that says Create Army. You click on that, and then it brings you into the next part, which is basically the army builder itself. Now this is pretty good because you've got everything here that you need. In the very, very top, you already have a regiment selected. You just have to click on where it says Add Hero to then start filling those slots. Where it says regiment in the gold bar with a little cross, this allows you to then add an additional regiment. Where it says auxiliary units with a little cross, this is where it allows you to add additional auxiliary units, and if you click on that yellow bar as well, it will bring down the bar and all of the units that can fill the auxiliary slots. The law and etc. faction terrain regiments and now are all the same. So let's hit the hero button, and I have a hero. So we hit the hero button, and straight away it brings up the Add Hero page. This is a page with all of your heroes. And as you can see, they're all kind of grayed out because they've not been selected. And you can scroll through those to find the hero you want. It has the points. You click on the one you want and job done. I'm going to hit Aslan Starmaster. Next, you can then add your units. And as you can see, it now changes the add button to add a unit. And you can add units. So you hit the add button, and you get to add a unit. And again, it then brings up all of the units that you can choose. Note that the heroes are still there, or at least the ones that can go in a regiment with another hero. So the Saurus Astaroth Bearer and the Skink Star Priest, really kind of cool. And you can obviously scroll up and down to find the normal units that you want. So I'm going to fill in my regiment. So I filled in my regiment here, and as you can see, I've picked my Stanislaw as my hero, my Astroloth bearer, and at least 3 units or 2 units of Saurus warriors. You'll also notice in the bottom corner, left-hand corner, it has a little bit with points, which tells you how much points you're spending out of how many you've got available, and it has a little yellow icon with a symbol in it. This I'll explain in a second. So, you've got your regiment. You will want to do other things. So, you want to go to your spell lore, so you can go back out of this by pressing back at the little arrow at the top left-hand corner where it says Stormforge. Brings you back to the menu, and you can click on Laws, and then this will bring up this, which is your spell lore. So, you can click spell lore and your manifestation laws and choose the ones that you wish to take. Under Unit Manager, now how to bring up the Unit Manager is what out of all of the units that you have selected in your regiment, if you actually click on them, it will bring up these options. Now obviously you can see that my Slan Starmaster is a hero and it has the option of being my Army General. Now this will correspond into this little bottom bottom left hand corner for the little yellow icon. This is an error because my army doesn't have a general, which we can see here. Okay, so by clicking on that little switch where it says general, it will make that little turn into a green tick. And that is it. That is it. Once you've done that, you can literally export the army by a little button, which I didn't take a picture of. Basically, in the top corner of your army, when you have all your regiments and everything else, it'll say the army name, the name of the army that you've called it, and there's 3 little white dots in the top right hand corner. Those are the dots that you click to export it. You then can click on that and it'll export and edit roster. All right, and it'll allow you to take that as a text file, and you'll be able to either stick it on in an email, or you'll be able to stick that in, say, a Discord message or something like that, or even a little note on your phone so you can actually start saving your armies. But that is army building. That is army building in the app. So it's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. I've played around with it for about 10-15 minutes, and it seems to be working quite well. So yeah, that's it. Pretty good, yeah. But that's the app. What's up? It's free right now. They've said a few weeks that we'll have Reign of Terror on the Stormforger until they stick it behind a paywall, which is a little bit sucky considering that we don't know when the first battle tomes are coming out, and then we know that the only 2 battle tomes that will be coming out straight away are Stormcast Eternals and the Skaven. It's a little bit sad that, you know, it's going to change to a paywall element when the rules are free, and it's not so much paying the rules, and I'm really hoping that the actual rules for the faction packs don't get put behind a paywall. It's only this stuff that's going to be in the battle tomes, the new additional information that the battle tomes will give, and it's not going to be everything. But the Stormforge army builder will be then limited to 1 army. Now, they have said that you can build as many armies as you want now, and you'll be able to use them once the paywall goes up. But again, I don't agree with a paywall being placed on the app at all, or being placed specifically on the army building element of the app. I think that's a bit crap. I use the 40k app, and I basically build an army, use it, and then I will delete it and use it again later on. And I've got a feeling that this is probably what I'll do going forward. I'm not giving Games Workshop £5-6 just to use an app and gain access to a failing streaming service. I'm not interested in that. I do think, and I'm really hoping that they don't heavily monetize the app right now, when essentially the vast majority of the content on there is free. To heavily monetize it just to put a paywall on an army builder, it's a little bit crap. But there is alternatives out there, and we can talk about them at a later date. But that's the video, everybody. If you like what I do, please like and subscribe. And obviously, check out my members area and Patreon, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. That is the video, everyone. Goodbye for now. Enjoy the app.